Write the missing reasons to complete the proof. We know this. We know this, that AB is congruent to CD. This right here is congruent to this right here. That's one thing we know. Okay? We know that angle A is congruent to angle D. This right here is congruent to this right here. And we know that AF is congruent to DE. AF is congruent to DE. Okay? Prove that these triangles, FAC, is congruent to EDB. Now, the thing that might pop out at you right away is that we don't, like we could have side, angle, side, but we don't have this whole side, right? Same thing here, side, angle, side, but we don't have this whole side. We do know this though. The portion of this, we know that this section of that side is equal to this section of that side, okay? And that they're sharing this additional amount. So it's got to be the same amount there because it's reflexively equal to itself. So let's take a look at what we got over here. We've got AF is congruent to DE, the blue one's given. Angle A is congruent to angle D, the green one, angle given. Angle side AB is congruent, or segment AB is congruent to segment CD in red, that's given. Now, we know that AB is equal in length to CD, right? That's what they're talking about here. That length is equal to that length, okay? And by adding this extra amount on, we can say AB here plus BC here, or this side, is congruent to CD here plus BC here, okay? And, excuse me, remember that this is the addition property of equality, or yeah, let's just say that that's the addition property of equality. Addition property, because you're adding the same amount to both of equality. I'm doing these off the top of my head, and I'm not referring to the answer page while I'm doing them. So we'll look at the end and see how I did. Okay, now we know that AC, the whole segment here, or that, oops, that whole side of this triangle is equal in length to this whole side here, right? BD, because we did that plus that equals that plus that. That's the segment addition postulate, okay? And now, if the two measurements are equal, we know that the lengths themselves, or the segments themselves, are congruent. That's definition of congruent segments, okay? Now, we've filled in that this whole thing is congruent to that whole thing. Okay, actually, let me do that. Let me reverse that so you can see it. That means that this whole thing in red is congruent to this whole thing in yellow. We did that backwards, but you get it. Okay, so now we've got what we need: this side angle side congruence. Okay, side angle side postulate.